It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, today's video, again, it's all about the Arsenal news and stuff. But first, let me announce the winner of Roast of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have selected with maximum amount of votes. Unai Emery's substitutions will be our topic in this week's Roast of the Week. I hope you will definitely enjoy about it because this is what you guys selected. So I also wanted to speak more on that as well. But let's see. I think we'll also have today's game in the Europa to also speak about it as well. So let's see. So tomorrow's evening video will be the Roast of the Week. Unai Emery's Arsenal substitutions. Well, this will be a roast, so definitely I'm not going to admire what last season's substitution did for Arsenal. I'm only talking about the disasters this season. Not only that, let's move on. This video is also about Arsenal news. We've got something really, really exclusive news, how exactly Eddie Nketiah's deal, how it shows that what exactly Arsenal expect him to become. Next, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, what did he say after that points dropped against Watford? Gary Neville again has something really sensible to speak about Arsenal, and some really important news. So stay tuned and make no mistake, if you still haven't subscribed to the channel and if you're not a part of this community, go there and subscribe and be a part of this community so that you get all the details, all the views, all the news, latest news about Arsenal every single day. Yes, we come up with content every single day. Be a part of this community. Comment, like, share the link with your friends so that your friends who are Arsenal fans also get all the details about Arsenal. So without any further ado, let's move on with the first news of the day. The first news, Nketiah, ladies and gentlemen, has something to say. This whole news is all about when they were coming in and they asked about Eddie Nketiah. Okay, we are taking him on loan. What do you want us to do with him? So here's what he said. When we spoke to Arsenal about Eddie Nketiah, we asked them, is this a player you want us to develop so you can sell him in the near future? And they said no. Arsenal management said no. This is a player we want you to develop so he can come back and play first team football for Arsenal. So it's pretty much clear that the ire to that forward generation of Alexander Lacazette and Aubameyang is definitely going to be carried about by Eddie Nketiah, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal fans want Eddie Nketiah to come in and shine for Arsenal. That is the same thing that Arsenal management also see, that the future is in bright hands, and thank God we have confidence on our future. We stick by the future prospects, and definitely they don't disappoint us in terms of the way we treated Serge Gnabry and some other. Jeffrey in Adelaide obviously is doing really great. He's playing Champions League football. What more great does he have to do? Because in 3 years, in the 3 years time, we've not played Champions League football, and he's playing Champions League football. So, most importantly, I think it's really great words from Arsenal management. Moving on, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, ladies and gentlemen, has spoken something about after that game, after the aftermath of the Watford game. He said, "Words can't describe how I feel about it. I don't think so that the team was scared. I think we tried to play the way we played. We should have changed it instead of being so persistent and trying to play out from the back. We've spoken to each other as a team, and the manager has also spoken to us. We know we've done wrong. We can all hold our hands up and blame each other if we wanted to. But we're a team, and we take the responsibility as a team and be even better." True, Ainsley is right. Obviously, they could have changed the tactics. They changed it, but the problem was that our keeper is not Ederson Moraes. No, he does not find. He's not a good on his feet. So good that he finds our own players. The problem is that he was playing long, and the balls were definitely finding the Watford players. And obviously, it was just like we are giving them the ball so that they can come back again at us. So, with that being said, I think obviously that can be worked upon, but there's the problem because those kind of skills and those kind of techniques are developed by the goalkeepers when they are really, really young. Those are little traits that every goalkeeper have. Peter Cech was not good with his feet, but was really great while saving. Leno is superb with his reflexes and skills, unbelievable. But his biggest problem is, if going long, his passes definitely won't find an Arsenal player. So I think that's the reason why playing out from the back makes much more sense in terms of what Bird Leno can offer. But I think If it's not working, obviously something has to be done. Most importantly, not being panic, not to panic in those situations, and the players really have to respond well to that as well. So everything counts in that situation, and this is what Ainsley had to say, and most probably I think I completely agree with it. I won't say he's right or wrong until and unless I see an improvement in the next performance, because we don't have any other option in the right back, so he's the only one there. So next, Gary Neville, ladies and gentlemen, has spoken again about Arsenal's disastrous performance against Watford. He said, Arsenal are trying to come out from the Arsene Wenger era and trying to rid themselves of these type of games where they can score goals, and we know that they've got good players in attacking positions. People talk to structure and tactics, playing out from the back, and whether you should put your centre backs into these type of positions. It's just really bad play. Every time you watch David Luiz play Socrates, they just regularly make mistakes. The best players have concentration and are focused. Don't make mistakes. Arsenal defenders always give you a chance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this was also evident in the recent games that individual errors are consistently happening. If you see a defender making a mistake once in a blue moon or once every 5 games, you can say, okay, fine, he had a bad day. But every other defender is making a mistake every other game and costing us points and costing us our respect as well. I don't think so. We don't have any other options right now. But we know that Rob Holding is back and he's traveled to Frankfurt, ladies and gentlemen. So if Rob Holding, and we all know how him and Chambers have a good connection, if these two guys can start, I believe they should start against Aston Villa. And most importantly, I think it depends on the tactics what Unai Emery, but he has centre backs in his disposal, so I think that will only help us. Moving on, James Bainge has actually spoken about something. He said Emil Smith-Rowe, Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka and Reece Nelson among the squad members that have travelled to Frankfurt, and Edu Gaspar, ladies and gentlemen. Edu Gaspar has also made the trip, so I think it's all about the midfield, and I think Edu can definitely guide them, guide that midfield to something really special. So it's really great to see ex-Arsenal player going with the current Arsenal team and guiding them to some better performance, and that's really great. That's really, we need some sort of mental assistance in terms of a proper guidance, and probably I think Edu Gaspar is the right person to deal with it. Moving on, Arsenal are keenly tracking the progress of Red Bull Salzburg's bright young stars Dominic Szoboszlai and Erling Haaland. We saw what they did. I think Szoboszlai got a goal and Haaland got a hat-trick, and they performed really well in their recent Champions League fixture. So it was really great to see them, jump on those opportunities that they had, and they really have a tough competitions because it's Napoli and Liverpool also, and they really have a most how should I say this, very tough competitions coming up. But for Arsenal, these two guys, I know even Szoboszlai was even as a box-to-box midfielder was being considered, but very young, so that may be the reason. But the biggest news is that scouts from Arsenal have extensively watched the Australian Bundesliga in recent months, so our scouts are watching them, and it could be that these young prospects could land up at Arsenal. Let's see if that's going to happen or not. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I want that to happen. Moving on, the traveling squad to Frankfurt, ladies and gentlemen. I put that in my community tab, ladies and gentlemen, but if you guys still missed it, this is the image where you can see all the players who've actually traveled to Frankfurt for the Europa League competition, and I really hope we get a convincing win. No, I don't want the scrappy play. We want to play better football. Also, win, better football, a clean sheet. Oh my God, I won't ask anything else. But I want a solid performance, and that is exactly what I am looking out for in this game for Arsenal. Well, without any further ado, I'll definitely take your goodbyes from this video, because this is all the news that I had. And I disposed it for you guys as well. So please make sure, if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and be a part of this community by commenting and also sharing your views about Arsenal's fixture against Eintracht Frankfurt tonight. Make sure, if you're watching the game, go support our boys. Our boys need you, and obviously if they perform well or not, we have to do our job as fans. So I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.